Hello everybody and welcome to the webinar Successful Trading with Dow Theory. My name is Mike Seidl. I'm the presenter of this webinar. I am trader and founder of the Investor School, and I personally trade the markets and use the traces in the charts to my advantage, and I will show you today how I use the AgenaTrader Dow Theory package to find successful and very good trade situations in the charts. So before we start, of course, the risk disclaimer: trading financial instruments using contracts, stocks, or options is extremely risky. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. Past results do not guarantee future results. Please consult a licensed professional prior to trading using real money. Paper trade to learn any new concepts, and paper trade regardless of your level of expertise. Right, this said, can we start with the webinar? We have a short agenda. Normally I'm talking about some of my trades I did the last time, and I'm normally talking about interesting situations where we can find new trades, but for today I will focus the webinar to the AgenaTrader Workspaces. That means I start with some words about myself, because of some of you guys might not know who I am. Then will I tell you about the Dow Theory and why I'm using it. And I give you a brief introduction into the AgenaTrader Dow Theory Professional add-on, which has 3 different workspaces: the Dow Theory Professional Workspace, the Dow Theory Professional Intraday Workspace, and the end-of-day workspace. You can use them depending on your time do you have for the trading. Yes, how I mentioned before, my name is Mike Seidl. I am real money trader since 1998, at this time as a spare time trader. I worked for a long time as a financial advisor for wealthy people, and during this time I learned to read other traders' traces in the chart, because of every single trade is in the chart visible, and these are the traces of the other market participants, and from their behavior I generate my advantage to trade. That means we can see in the chart when the participants in the markets are afraid, when they are, I say it's in simple words, when they are happy to trade, when they are totally overwhelmed of the nice chart patterns and whatever we see here. And these are the things that we can see in the charts, and we can find our advantage of it. You notice fear and hyper motivation and things like this are visible in the chart. I'm full-time trader since 2012, and I trade stocks, option, forex, and from time to time also futures. Next to my trading, I founded the Investor School in 2014 to learn other traders how to trade successful. I do this in webinars, seminars, and coaching like this, what we do here for today. I'm favorite AgenaTrader Dow Theory education partner, speaker for trading conferences, and freelance editor in the Traders magazine. Yeah, so far to my person. And when you have any question about the things that we are talking here in the webinar, please feel free to ask me the question in the question box of the webinars. Just put your questions in, and I will have a look from time to time to answer your questions. Okay, the question is, why am I personally using the Dow theory? The reason is the chart is telling us everything what we need for trade. I try to keep my trading as simple as possible. That means I don't need any indicators or things that are based on math. So I just have a look into the charts and I see everything what I mean or what I need for my trading. This is where is the entry. Where are targets for my trade, and where is the place for a good stop? That means how can I handle my risk management? That's really all what I need for my trading, and this is all what I need to answer the question, who will buy after me when I'm long, or who will sell after me when I'm short. This is all what I have to know for my trading. So now in a picture here you have the picture of the Euro Stoxx 50 future, and this is my simple trading style. That means I have a look to charts, I have a look to trends. You see here the thick green line. This is the uptrend in the Euro Stoxx 50, and you see it here as a smaller trend in the charts. That is the downtrending markets, and this market was broken by another uptrend, and this is what I would like to see here. This trend is broken. I have an entry. I have places where I can put my stops in, and I can answer the question, who will buy after me? And this is all what I need in one picture. And when I work with the right software, like the AgenaTrader is for me, makes this software so easy to handle all of these thousands of charts in this world out of there. One thing is very important: you should know what you do and what to do, and then can you make a lot of advantage with a good software like the AgenaTrader. Okay, next part is I had it in the agenda for the day. I will talk today about the AgenaTrader software, and when we have the time to this, I will reply to some of your questions. When you have any questions to titles, to instruments in the markets, or to the state of the current indices in Europe or USA, whatever, just ask me this question and we can discuss about this. The reason why I'm talking about today for the Dow Theory Professional package is that the AgenaTrader has at the moment a special offer in the markets. That means they have a winter sale, and in the winter sale can you save a lot of money when you are ready to pay for the software and gain your own advantage with it. That means just have a look to my website investorschool.de, and then follow just the click buy AgenaTrader, and you are then here in the shop, and you can have a good saving for the software. So set this. This is just important for you if you want to save some money, and for all of you who are not yet involved in the working with the AgenaTrader, I will show you the 3 different workspaces and what I'm doing with it. So these are what you see here are at the moment just screenshots. That means we have 3 different workspaces. The first one is the Dow Theory Professional workspace. It looks like this, and I show you this live in my software and what I'm doing with it. The second one is the workspace Dow Theory Professional Intraday, and here in this little shortcut you see that we have a look to the trends in lower time frames, in the hourly time frame. I tell you more about later on. And the third workspace for all of you who have not the time to attend the markets all the day long is the Dow Theory Professional End of Day workspace. And you see this here. For example, we have a look to the markets in the daily chart. That means we scan the daily charts and we trade out of these charts from the directions of the trends. That means here do you have the uptrend in the markets, you have the correction in the markets, and you see when the lower time frame is already right to go into the trend direction of the daily chart. These are things that flow together in one software, and this is what I would like to show you for now. And now I switch over to the Dow Theory Professional workspace. So this is what you see for now. This is the Dow Theory Professional Workspace, how you get it delivered. And you see here a lot of different tabs and a lot of informations that may be a bit too much for you at the first view, but I promise you, you will find a way to handle this to your advantage. What is this workspace made for? This workspace is made for people who would like to trade stocks and forex and futures in the daily chart and in the lower time frames down to the minute chart. Very important is you have always a view to the current markets. That means here below the large charts you have the current futures. You can just have some clicks and see what the markets are doing at the moment. You have a overview with your price alerts. You have time alerts, for example, when you expect a very important news like today at 2:30, the ECB press conference. These are time alerts. You can set that you are always informed about very important things from the financial calendars. You have indicator alarms. You have a view to your accounts, your trades, part trades, execution, and the order monitor. That means all what you need for your trading is placed direct to your face. And then do you have the financial calendar? That means here can you see economic news for a lot of different zones. That means you have the Eurozone or Australia or Belgium or USA, whatever you want to do. You can just check the box and you get the informations. You have an earning calendar here. You have holidays that you know when some stocks are closed. You have dividend dates of important stocks for you in your portfolio. These are all things. You can select the period, today, 2 days ago, yesterday, or this week, whatever you want to do. You are always informed, and you just have to click load, and very quick you get the right informations. This is what you have in the lower zone of this monitor. And then you have a lot of things that are pretty easy to use with. That means you have here the so-called end of day screener, where you can screen your stocks. For example, the US stocks in this range. You can say, okay, just don't show me all US stocks. Please show me only the stocks that are an average, that they have an average volume of 500,000 pieces per day. That means a minimum volume in trading. You can say, all right, just show me only stocks they are over the SMA 20, 50, and 200 for long, for example. These are all things you can use to create your own stock universe to transfer into your trade view. And then can you work with the screener? And the screener, this is such a most powerful tool here in the software. You have you have actually nothing to do. You just have to do one thing. You have to do to put the right list in this scanner. That means, for example, the list of your end of day screener, where you have a fundamental screening process, and then do you have all of the stocks in here, and the software makes a lot of work for you. That means the software will scan all the stocks, for example, on a daily basis, and the situation where they are in the trend. That means what we want to do in trend trading is, how I mentioned it in the pictures before with the FESX future. We would like to see stocks that are in an uptrend, for example here the green, or in a downtrend the red tabs. And we want to see those who are in a correction. That means the numbers 4 and 5 here are the state of the correction. That means the 4 is a small, lower, flat correction from 20% down from the highest point of here. That means this range, this percent range, is based in the difference between this low point and this high point, and the difference of 20% starts the the correction zone of level 4. That means 4-star, and 5-star means the correction is in level deeper than 50% of this difference between the lower and the higher price here in this uptrends, and you have actually nothing to do. This is what running automatically in the background. You have nothing to do with them, and then, and this is so fantastic, you just have to click in the list of 4-star and 5-star long forever what you want to have to trade, and you see the right stocks in here, and it's really so simple as it looks. You have the signals here in the box where you can buy, for example, a long trade, and you can see this in the preview. We have the uptrend from this screener in the daily chart, and this is what you see here. This stocks, for example, it's not the most beautiful. Let's have this one here, the decay. The decay, you see this is in a strong uptrend and in a flat correction, and you have a signal called early P3. That means the markets here in the daily chart is how it is. It is in its correction, and the hourly chart is on the way to new high. So what we see here is an uptrending hourly markets, and you can say, all right, when this little trend here is continuing above this level, for example, can you open your trade position? And so you see how good, how easy the software works. You can just have a double click on the symbol up here, and you see all of the very interesting trades here. And this is how easy you can work with the software. It just takes a few minutes to scan thousands of stocks, and you have here the long positions and the short positions, and you have really nothing to do. Have a look on it here. You know, the stocks is in an uptrend in the day chart. This is what you see here. It's a young trend in its correction. It's a deep correction. This is very, very good to see. And now you can see here the situation. The hourly chart is also in the correction, and when this market turns up again, you can find your entry. And this is how easy I can work with this software, and you can handle it without a lot of time for research or whatever. And it is also pretty simple to put trades, and you just have to connect yourself, connect with your broker. I do this for you quick with a SIM account. For example, here, this is the SIM account, and then can you, for example, say, right, when the market is going above this level here, you can put on your stop level, and then you have your own limits for your risk. You see where can you put your level in. You have nothing to do with your risk calculation. This is everything what you preset before you trade, and the market will give you all the information that you need. And this is pretty simple. Just put your orders in and put your levels where you can take your targets, for example, and then just click on the green hook, and everything is done for you. So simple is it, and you have nothing more to do. And this is how powerful this software works. And next to the long trades, you have also trades for the short region. Some of these trades, for example, we have here the INN. You know this right. Just have a click into the stocks. We know the stock is in a downtrend. You see this here in the hourly, in the daily chart. This is the scan before. We are here to have the downtrend visible in the chart, and you can just trade from the hourly chart into the daily chart. For example, when the market's going above this level over here, just click, go down to your sell, make your sell your own pattern, whatever you want. Put the stop where you would like to place your stop and your targets, and everything is done what you can do. That means it's pretty simple how all the different things work together. You can trade forex here in this range. That means you have the big currencies of the world in a scanner in the lower time frame. That means you have here the 10 minutes and the signals of the 10 minutes. You see here, for example, a long signal in the what is it, Euro DKK and you see here the hourly is uptrending at the moment, and what you see here is we have also an uptrend in the hourly chart. So when these trends continue over here, you can put your long position in. Just have a click to the system and then put your order in. So simple is it, and you can do this the same like we did in the Forex or the stock markets. You can work with the futures in this workspace. Means give me future, for example, we were talking about the Euro Stocks 50, for example, or better place for people of you who like to trade the US indices. Whoa, let's have a look. No, I don't see it, but here is for example, nothing to see at the moment for trade signal, but what you can see here pretty simple is you see the trends, for example, here in the 10-minute or the hourly trend, and you see the market is trending down. In the hour, the market is trending down in the 10 minutes and at the moment in a deep correction. And what you can do here now is, when the market's in the 10 minutes going down again, you will see a downtrend in the hour, in the minute charts, for example, like here. That means you just have to wait till the minutes turns back into the lower direction, and then can you open your trade. And this is how good the Dow theory works. That means we see the three different time frames flowing in each other and giving the trend direction, and you just have to make the right decisions. You should know what the Dow theory is telling us, what the market participants telling us, and then can you work pretty simple with these markets. Right. This for overview for the Dow Theory Professional workspace. And the next workspace that I want to show you is the Dow Theory Pro Intraday workspace. I created it with the team of AgenaTrader in Vienna this winter in January. I met the guys there, and I created a workspace for intraday traders. You see it here. You have the bottom line is the same like you have in the workspace that we were talking before. That means you have here the market overview, and this one is a special creation for intraday trading. What did we do here for you? We created a watch list for this example only with Forex. It's pretty simple. You can every time when you need it, can you put a new list in? That means you can, for example, reload a future list, for example. Let me have a look if we find a future FX. All right, let's take this one. You just have to put this list in, and as quick as possible you have some futures in the markets, and you see how quick the market gets scanned by the software. It's pretty simple. That means you have the direction of the hourly trend as trend basic, and the market is scanning, or it's just what you have to do is here you have the correction long, the correction short in the hourly trends, and you have the correction long and short in 10-minute trends. And this is what you see here. You have your universe of currencies and some of your futures, whatever you want to trade intraday, and then do you scan, or the software will scan for you the superior trend in the hour and in the 10 minutes for long and shorts. And you see this here. You have green and red market tabs and different lines, and all of these results flow automatically without anything to do for you into the lists over here. That means it's pretty simple to see. For example, the correction long 1 hour, you know exactly the hour is in an uptrend. This is what you see here. For example, Australian dollar, Japanese yen is in a strong uptrend, and at the moment in its correction, you see here the correction is not yet finished. For this reason, you must not trade because of the 10-minute trends is not yet uptrending. That means this market can go in correction until this level over here. It is how it is. We never know how deep the correction will be seen on the markets, and you just have to click where you have a signal. That means what we have here is we have the signals in the hour and in 10 minutes. And the best things are when you have, for example, trades that you can trade where you have the signals in the hourly and in the 10-minute charts. That means both charts run into the same direction, and this is what we have to trade here. For example, we have the hourly trend. It's just have to have a look here. You see this. Right, this is an older signal. You see the green, the dark green is the current signal, and the bright one is a bit too old for here. And what you see here is that we have the uptrend in the hourly chart. This is fine. And at the moment, do we have a downtrend in the 10 minutes? That means what we have to do is we just have to wait till we have a new uptrend, and then can we trade again into the market direction. That's easy, and of course you can do the same in the 10-minute time frame. So for you, you see the 10-minute is the major trend, the trend direction. For example, we have it here. For example, in the Euro Swiss franc, we have the 10 minutes in a very strong uptrend, in a very deep correction for now here, and you see the correction in the minute. It's of course a downtrend, and when we have a new uptrend here in the minute charts, we can trade into the trend direction of the 10 minutes. It's that simple, nothing more to do. And of course you have the financial calendar, and what is very important for you when you trade intraday means for you it is very important to have on your list when we have very important market use, so that you be out of the markets when we have strong markets. And what we see here now, it's really real time. This uptrend is broken, and when you see situations like this, then should you be careful with long trends. Maybe the markets will turn down back very soon. Then will you have at first an uptrend in the minute charts, but at the moment the market is going below this level over here. You should know the Swiss franc has the central bank of the Swiss has the press conference today too, and these are things you should have in mind when you trade in the lower time frames and stocks, and in futures or in currencies. So always be aware of the news. So, and the third workspace we would talking about is the end of day workspace. The end of day workspace, how the name say, is for traders that scan the markets in the end of day time frame. That means this workspace is built for traders who look into the daily charts of stocks, for example. So I provide you this, and you see here at the moment the workspace is loading all the symbols. That means this is real time. We scan at the moment 881 stocks from the universe of the EOD screener. That means what we did here is we have the screener short and the stock screener for long, and the short is in the situation the market is below, the price of the stock is below the SMA 20, 50 and 200. That means it's very likely that they are in a downtrend, and for the uptrend you have the stock screener long. This is this one, and here do you have the markets above the SMA 20, 50 and 200. We have the markets in an average volume above 500,000 K per day. And this reduce the universe of stocks that you trade here, and all of them flow automatically in the watch list. You have nothing to do with them, and the market is scanned in the daily chart. That means here we have the superior trends for long and for short, and the market is scanning. You see this here, a lot of stocks, and it just takes a few minutes to have everything done. And then can you check the correction list? That means you have here, for example, some stocks that have, for example, this is interesting, reversal bars in the chart, for example. That means here you know the TSN, for example, is in the day trend in an uptrend in its correction. It's a short correction. Oh no, not a short correction. It's a flat correction at the moment. That means we had a very strong up move here, and at the moment we have just a short flat correction. It's in the stage 4. You see this here. Wait a second. All right, I give you the information that you want to see. Here you have the trend phase where you have the big, the middle, the small, and the smallest trend. And at the moment we have the smallest trend in stage 4. That means it's here. This one is what we mean in stage 4, and the stage 4 is, for example, here in this range, and we will need an uptrend in the hourly chart to trade this, and this is what we see here. It's pretty simple. You just have to wait till we have an uptrend here in the hourly trend. That means the trend is also in a correction, but we need uptrending prices, and this is exact what we like to see over here. Here do you have it? For example, we have the uptrend in the daily market. We are in the situation that the trend in the hourly chart, you see this here, is uptrending again, and as soon as the prices go above this level here, you can enter. That means you trade the trend in the hourly chart when we have this trend again in the daily chart, and this is how you can combine the different time frames. And of course, this one is also to see for the short direction. Means here do you have trades that are in the daily chart in a strong uptrend, downtrend, sorry for this, in its correction, and the markets go down again, and you just have to combine the hourly chart, and then can you trade when the hourly chart is going down again. You can trade the hourly downtrend into the daily downtrend, and you just have to sort here your list with the signals, whatever you want to trade. And if you want to know more about the package, just have a look to my website, come in contact with me, and we can talk about the software, the skills that the software offers for you, the skills you should have to trade, and the Dow series, a very important knowledge and a powerful strategy to trade the markets, very efficient and very successful. And for this reason, we have this frequent webinars, and the next webinar will start in, I guess we make a new kickoff webinar next year in the January. We will tell you about this in the newsletter of AgenaTrader, and for all of you who want to buy the software and save some money, just have a look into the AgenaTrader site. That means go via my website, Investor School DE. Do you have it here? Here you find also some news where I give some information about the markets. Mike Seidl's markets insights, of course, for November or December, whatever you have here in the markets. What I give you an information, and you find this here, and you find the webinar recordings. That means all of the webinars that I have here can you find as a recording in the markets, and you can watch these videos always if you want to look at, and when you want to have informations about the software, just click on trading software and you find all the informations that you need. You find also informations about my personal trading signal. It's the Mike's reversal pattern, and this is an indicator that you can use with the AgenaTrader, and customers of my company Investor School get this one in worth of €100 for free. And if you would like to see some information about the software, or you want to buy the AgenaTrader, just click here this link, buy it over my website, and you get some special offers for my education side, and you can save a lot of money for this one. That means when you want to use this powerful software package, just be so free and save money, and this is always good for you when you need a professional trading tool to support your trading style. Right. I see no question for the moment. That means I say thank you to all of you attendants. Have good trades. Have a good Christmas time. Come good in health into the new year in 2018. And we see us next year at the same stage in our frequent webinars. And maybe I see one of you in one or two of my seminars that I held next year. For this one, let me say goodbye and thank you for your audience.